started, y'all. Let's get started. All right, so welcome, everybody. We definitely appreciate y'all hopping on. There's a lot of things that you could be doing this evening. There's a lot of things you could be doing this evening, but y'all hopped on here with us, and we're gonna show you a lot of love. We appreciate your time commitment, and we're gonna make sure you get a lot of value tonight. So first and foremost, my name is Jamal Falono, and I'm gonna tell you about myself in just a second. But first of all, we want to talk about the man. This is all we're all here to talk about, right? This is Mr. Greg Bruce, right? Of New Orleans, now living in Jacksonville, Florida. So I gotta ask you, Greg, man, why did you decide to join Nove?
Man, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I want that 800 credit score, and I'm trying to live without being going check for check. I don't want to work to pay bills, you feel me?
That part.
And
okay.
I like helping people.
Say it one more time.
And I like helping people.
That part. I love that, bro. I love that. Let me ask you this, man. So why now? Why did now seem like the right time?
I mean, honestly speaking, bro, I was thinking about this for months and months, and I'm like, I got to find the right program to get into. And I was doing some searching, and I was like, I'm gonna go back from where I got it out the mud with at first. You feel me?
I love it.
So that's why I spent the pen on y'all.
Okay, man. Okay, that's awesome, man. So yeah, man, it's a bit good vibe, man. I definitely want to, I appreciate you trusting us to move, towards your goals with, man. Definitely appreciate that. Usually on these platforms, man, I like to know who's speaking, right? It's okay if I tell y'all my story real quick.
Shoot for it.
All right. Y'all can talk to me too. This is interactive. I'm talking. All right, making sure. All right, so I remember this one time, man, I was working at the airport here in Atlanta, Georgia, right? That's where I'm at right now. It was like 95, 100 degrees outside. You can see steam come off the tarmac. I was loading airplanes, talking about 60 and 70-pound bags lifting over my chest. I had sweat running on my face. It was burning my eyes. I smelled like must. The bags were coming on the plane so fast, you hear the belt loader screaming, right? I look out, see one of my coworkers. He was 70 years old, right? 70 years old, working on the ramp. He had a stroke right in front of me, right? I hop out the plane, go help him, right? I see one of my managers, he has some hard bottom shoes and a button-up shirt. He starts walking towards our direction. He starts walking a little bit faster. And he starts, jogging. He starts running full speed. And runs right past us. He's like, Jamal, I need you to finish loading this plane. I'm like, load a plane? This man sit here about to die. And we're talking about loading the damn airplane. I felt kind of small, felt unappreciated. Anybody felt like that at work? Right?
Yeah.
For me, look, enough was enough. I reached out to guys following on social media. This guy was extremely successful. I'm talking about never had a job in his life. As a matter of fact, they put him on 60 Minutes at the age of 13 because he was already making more money than most people's parents at that age, right? I reached out to him. I said, look, man, I want to do anything that's changed my life. I'm talking about anything, right? And then he showed me Nove, and I was like, look, man, I want to do anything to change my life except for this, right? Because I had tried some things before. I had lost some money, and I didn't want to go down that path again. He said, look, there's only two reasons why you're not successful. So the first, you got the wrong coach, right? He said, if you knew everything you needed to know to have what you want to have, you already be living life of your dreams, right? I said, okay, that makes sense. I said, what's number two? He said, you got the wrong strategy. So if you give up trying to get rich immediately, I guarantee you'll get rich eventually. And those words changed my life. So look, I reluctantly got started, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, I still didn't really have the money. I reluctantly got started though. My first week I made extra, $500. My second week hit residual income. And then 7 months later, I was actually able to leave that job. They didn't really care about me. So yeah, I'm excited about the fact my credit's going up 200 points. I'm excited about the fact that I get paid every single week. I'm excited about the fact that now I travel more now than I did when I was working for an airline, right? But what I'm more excited about is about what we're doing right now for our communities, because a lot of people struggling and they don't have a lot of opportunities. So with that being said, y'all, that's my story, my short story. But I want to bring the person up that actually showed me this whole thing. The guy I was talking about was on 60 Minutes at age 13, which, you know, it sounds all good, y'all. But a couple years ago, this man ended up homeless, right? And I watched this man go from, you know, being homeless and you know, have to, you know, fly across country to see his kids. I'll be out there waiting in the car so he can visit his kids. To now, this, you know, this man, you know, has a net worth of you know, over $1 million. You know, drives a Bentley. You know, he bought his daughter her dream car. He went from sleeping in his car to buying his daughter a dream car. Right. I love the fact that this man serves the people. He gets up every single morning and just pours into people because he wants people to have the kind of success that he has. You know, he's a man of people. You know, he's a whole lot of fun to be around. He makes a whole lot of money, but only because he helps a whole lot of people. So I want to bring to the line Mr. Haziq Ali. Are you on the line, sir? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you. And yeah, I love when you tell that story every time, because I hope, my prayer is that people see themselves in that story. He was not making up a bit of that. Y'all know how y'all go on Instagram and you be like, the cap on this app. Yo, Jamal Flono was telling no lies just now. He ain't looked back since. And, you know, I knew that we would be a great team because we met doing personal development. I don't know how many of you know, but if you want more, you have to become more so you do more. That's how this game works. If you become more, then you'll do more, and then you'll have more. Believe it or not, if you're used to making $30 an hour, it's going to take some mental shifting before you're ready to make $30,000 a month. Can anybody feel me on that? Yeah, does that make sense? Does that make sense? So I want to welcome everybody for being here. You could have been anywhere. Blake, Carla, Tilly, Tabby, Kenyatta, Rosa, Quadrine. Is that how I pronounce it, King?
No, it's Quadrin, but you can say Quay.
Quay. All right. Yeah, that's what's up, Quay. Blake is in here. My man Greg. I ain't seen Greg in forever. That's what's up, Greg. My name is Haziq Ali, y'all, and I'm from Washington, D.C. originally. Like Mr. Flono just kind of pointed out, I'm just like you, man. I probably, you know, went through a little bit more pain than a lot of y'all, but you know, that turned out to be the exact pressure I needed. That turned out to be the exact kind of power that I needed. Who knows that your tests become testimony?
Amen.
Listen, your tests become testimony. The whole time while you going through stuff, you swear that you being abandoned by the Most High. When a lot of times you're being prepared. That adversity is opportunity for you. Because if you didn't have some of these adverse conditions, you would never get creative. Can everybody dig that? Like creativity comes from constraints. A lot of people think that they would have it all if they were given everything. That's not normally how it works. I don't know if any of y'all got any friends you ran into that was born with a silver spoon in their mouth, but as they became adults, they blew it all. They parents still waiting on them to be something because they were given everything and therefore they knew how to do nothing. Am I making sense, y'all? So my point is adversity is an opportunity. So like Mr. Flono pointed out, I went through this horrible thing where I went through this divorce that like pretty much broke my heart. Then my dad passed away as we was rebuilding our relationship. You know, if you guys go look at my TED Talk, I don't know if Jamal mentioned that I just did a TED Talk and I kind of tell my story more in depth and whatnot. But bottom line is, after all my stores got raided due to this knucklehead I hired who got, you know, the ATF came and shut down all of my, it was crazy. It was something out of a nightmare. I ended up sleeping in my car. Like I was living in my car for a while. And I believe that experience is why I'm where I am right now. You know, I cannot tell you enough about this company that I'm about to explain. I know, y'all. I know when I'm talking about it, it's going to feel like, I don't know, something you're supposed to say. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to be an expert to do this. Hey, Tabby, I do not have no college degree. You hear me? Hey, Rosa, I don't have no special skills. I hope you're feeling me. Hey, Quay, I am no different than you, King. The only difference between me and a lot of people out here is that I recognize you got to serve before you deserve.
Come on.
I don't know if y'all are taking notes, but that might be something to write down, because your bank account is just a reflection of the value that you provided this little ball of dirt we live on. If your bank account is too small, I want to challenge you to consider how many people you've helped so far today. I would challenge you to consider how many people you've helped so far this month. But check it out. Here's the wild part. That ain't the reason your bank account looks like that. The reason your bank account looks like that is how many people did you help last July? Somebody feel me? I know Greg know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying to you is that if you're the type of person that's always wanted to help people, if you're the type of person that would give somebody the shirt off your back and you catch pneumonia, you know what I mean? I'm telling you that this is the company for you, because now you can help people, but you can also earn the monies you need to be financially free. So I'm gonna get into this real quick. I hope that everybody is down to learn something new, because if you are, this is going to be a game changer. The name of this company, y'all, is called Nove. Nove literally means new beginnings. I'm going to run through this really quick. My goal is just to give you enough information where you can make a decision. You don't have to have enough information to become an expert at any of it. You don't have to have enough information to become an expert at any piece of this, y'all. But what I do want to do is give you enough information to make this a no-brainer. My goal is that when you leave here in about 10 minutes, you will know whether people you know can use these services. You will know if there's a way you can decide to learn this information and suddenly become valuable to your community, valuable to the network that's in your phone, valuable on a whole new level. I had just recruited this Instagram influencer. And one of the most powerful things that she said, Jamal was there at this event we just did in Atlanta, because that's one cool thing about this, y'all. You're going to be traveling so much, hanging out with your fam. A lot of people don't have no cool people to hang out with that's really going nowhere in life. That problem about to be over for y'all. But anyway, she's like one of these beautiful ladies and stuff, and people are always on her for her beauty and her body and stuff. And she was like, y'all, I finally feel valuable. She was like, I finally feel valuable. Do y'all hear what I'm saying to you? That's a big deal. My goal is that you become valuable so that you become powerful. So let's get into it a little bit. What is FinTech, y'all? Check this out.
If you've ever paid for something with your phone, transferred money using an app, or checked your bank statement online, then you're already part of a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's called FinTech, and it's changing economies around the world. FinTech is short for financial technology. Seems simple, right? Well, the term FinTech includes a huge range of products, technologies, and business models that are changing the financial services industry. It refers to everything from cashless payments to crowdfunding platforms to robo-advisors to virtual currencies. So every time you donate to someone's Kickstarter campaign, that's FinTech. Or if you transfer money to someone using Venmo, that's also FinTech. And that's just the beginning. Here at a major FinTech conference in Amsterdam, hundreds of companies are trying to disrupt the banking and finance industries by changing the way we pay and borrow money.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And how sweet it is. FinTech basically means you got all these products. I'm going to break it down for you. That video was cool and all of that, but I'm going to break it down for him, Greg. Hey, check it out. FinTech is dope because you can get paid off stuff that didn't even cost nobody no money. Like during tax season, we was getting paid just by telling people, look, just do the estimate. Yeah, okay. You might got a tax guy already. Just let them do the estimate. And then if they went with the offer that this tax preparer did, guess who got paid? We did, y'all. And it's like that with feature after service after service. It's just phenomenal. Everything from payments to banking, alternative lending, real estate. How many of you recognize you can now buy a car? You can now buy a house right on your phone. Y'all don't notice that? Wouldn't it be sweet to be in that $1 billion flow of money? Well, that's what you just did by being here with Brother Greg, man. FinTech is way in high demand because think about the average American. Everybody would like to be in position to use this stuff to make more money, right? Paying our credit card minimums isn't getting us anywhere. We still don't have an emergency fund. Do you know anybody who's thinking like this? We're still paying our student loans. How the heck are we supposed to save for a college education? Anybody know somebody like that? Living paycheck to paycheck is so stressful. Anybody know what we're talking about? Rent, groceries, necessities, they keep going up. Somebody feel me, right? We want to start a business, but man, that's scary. 50% of them are gone in the first 5 years. What are we supposed to do? Well, here are 5 things that we need to do. Check it out. 1, create 5 financial goals for you and your family. You might want to screenshot this, so I'm going to go ahead and put it all on the screen right now. 2, look at your finances and see how you can reduce your expenses. You don't get rich off the money you earn. You get wealthy off the money you keep and that you put to work for you. Most people, y'all, their expenses keep on getting bigger when their money keeps getting bigger. That's the way human nature works. So that's why income doesn't make you wealthy. Financial literacy makes you wealthy. And thanks to Greg, you're about to be in a really cool position. Number 3 is create a debt payment plan for your credit cards and loans. Number 4 is build an emergency fund and some investment accounts. And then number 5, find ways to generate extra income. I don't want you to miss that. That's a big reason that you're here today. And we're going to get to that in a minute. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Okay. So what is Nove? We inspire people to get more. We educate them on how to go about it. And then we provide opportunities to make it happen. You do not have to be an expert. I know I just said that a little while ago, but I just want to remind you, hey, Blake, you do not have to be an expert. You hear me, Pinky? Welcome to our little shindig, Pinky. Glad you made it. But check it out. You do not have to be an expert to get started. You feel me, Carla? You feel me, Vicky? You do not have to be an expert. Let's see what Damon John had to say about it. Hopefully y'all be watching Shark Tank. Check this out.
What's up? It's Shark here, Damon John, and I want to congratulate my fellow Sharks, Rico, Hazik, Shanae, and all the affiliates nationwide. And I want to tell you congratulations for Nove and for making the Inc. 5000 as one of the fastest growing companies in America out of more than 7 million. In fact, number 2037. Now, that is a hard number to beat. Trust me, you are just getting started. So I want to make sure that I congratulate you because that's what I call display of power. Be very proud of your accomplishments. Many more to come. Thank you for being fellow Sharks. Thank you for testing yourself. And this is only the beginning. All the best.
And this is what's crazy, y'all. We just found out we made it a 3rd year in a row. Isn't that amazing?
What's up? It's Sharks.
Pretty exciting times. All right. So why is this important, though? Why is it important to go for the American dream? Why can Nove help with this? I want you to ask yourself, out of 5 people you know, how many are settling for a credit score beneath 750? If you know somebody like that, throw it in the chat. How many of you know somebody who's starting or running a business? You know, just put me in the chat. How many of you know some renters that want to buy a house soon? Just say me. How many of you know somebody who sometimes is shopping for a car or some kind of large purchase? Say me. Say me. How many of you are struggling with credit card debt? Yeah, just say me. Just say me. Make yourself be known. How many of you guys are paying student loans or medical bills? Just say me. What about, how many of you know some real estate agents? So you know some real estate investors? Say me. We got a place for them here. How many of you are filing taxes every single year? Say me. You hear me? At least you should be. If you're anything like me, you're not excited about it. You too turned up. Anyway, what about looking for extra? That was a Drake lyric. Y'all ain't even laughing at my jokes. It's a tough crowd, Greg. All right. So what we're saying is be the solution. You get to be the solution, y'all. I hope this is exciting for you because check it out. The average total debt per household in America is almost $25,000. Can you believe that? Total consumer credit card balance, $925 billion. That's just shy of $1 trillion, y'all, which is a million billions. Do you hear me? Are you more than $7,500 in debt? Well, what we've got is a plan called Nove Debt Help. Now they'll be able to shrink their payments to about 50% lower than their current payments. They get to eliminate all that interest. After 6 months, they'll even give them a special debt consolidation loan that's not based on credit score. It is amazing. And we just introduced this program in July, and we are already breaking records. It's just phenomenal. So if you know anybody that's in debt, more than $7,500, and it can't include their car or their house. It cannot include their car or their house. But if they've got more than $7,500 in debt, medical bills, dental bills, maybe they've got bills with student loans that ain't the government kind. They got private student loans. On and on and on. Listen to me. This is a game changer for them. I hope you're excited. What about the tax refund thing? I know it ain't tax time, but when it is tax time, you need to know. We've got certified tax professionals that are professional tax refund maximizers. Your tax professional ain't reading that IRS tax code. It's 7,000 pages. Trust me, they're missing some things, but not our people. So you're going to love that. It's one of the top 3 most profitable industries in the country, and you just positioned yourself in it because you joined Nove. What about personal credit, y'all? We know 1 out of 4 in America has a credit score in the 500s or lower. We've got 2 different FinTech solutions. One is called Credit Likes with a 180-day risk-free guarantee. Okay, that means literally, if they don't get results, they get their money back. It's risk-free. Then we have another one that's completely run by artificial intelligence. My Nove Disputes. And again, it's only $99.49 a month. And you got to ask yourself, how much are you paying to have bad credit? Sometimes they'd be like, man, how much I got to pay to have good credit? Wrong question. The question is, how much are you paying to have bad credit? You know, think about how much cheaper your car note could be, or their car note could be if they had good credit. I could go on and on and on, but both of these programs include credit monitoring, and it's a beautiful thing because you get paid no matter which one they choose. What about business credit? You know, with personal credit, the more you use, the lower your score goes. They call that utilization, and inflation causes utilization. But check it out. With business credit, the more you use, the more they give you. It's amazing, but it's true. We can even get you to the point where you transfer your debt from your personal credit over to your business credit, and then they'll both go up. But what makes our business credit program so beautiful is that it comes with a $50,000 funding guarantee. I mean, I could really stop right there, right? A $50,000 funding guarantee. Yeah, a $50,000 funding guarantee. What about the personal loans and business funding? Guys, just because you join Nove, and I hope you're starting to get a feel for this, you're becoming a walking, talking lending tree. Just because you join Nove, you didn't have to get no certificates. You didn't have to take no quizzes. You didn't have to get no certifications. Just because you joined Nove, you're now partnered with the Inc. 5000 fastest growing company in America that just made you just shy of being a financial literacy planner. You're just shy of being a financial planner. Now, you can't say you're a financial planner because they do have to get certifications. But look, you're a walking, talking lending tree. Just because they went to your website and applied for that $100,000 they needed, or that $304,000 they needed, or that $123,000 they needed. Somebody earlier just applied for $30 million. Well, they can do that because we go up to $100 million. You feel me, Quay? $100 million. Do you know what your money looks like, Blake, if you get a percentage of a loan like that? Well, you probably don't, but you're about to find out. I'm going to break it down to y'all in just a minute. We even have consumer financing. So if you know anybody who sells a product from $500 up to $100,000, then they can use this to finance the product. And now you get paid whenever they get a new customer. Oh, now they don't have to hear I can't afford it. They don't have to chase partial payments. They don't have to lower their prices because they're assuming their client ain't got it. They don't have to have their people stack credit cards anymore. Now the consumer financing program is going to take that weight off of them, and you got to love it. Real people, real results. All you got to do is Google Nove Money Reviews. We've got near perfect review scores. And you know that's hard because you know your people be hating. Like, keep it real, Rosa. Your people be hating. And for us to have near perfect review scores and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau, come on, Tilly. Somebody feel me out there. This must be a pretty good thing. And it really is. It's changed my life because this is the new era of entrepreneurship. Did you know at least 5 people that could benefit from any of these services? Can I get you to say, I did in the comments? I did. If you found yourself that like, man, I know 5 people, I know 2 that need personal credit. I know 1 that got a business. I know a bunch of people that need some loans. Can somebody say, I did, if you knew at least 5 people that could benefit from any of these services? I want you to just think about it. Be honest, y'all. If you don't know nobody like that, then you don't. If everybody you know has no need for these kinds of services, I don't want you to make it up. But if you knew somebody that would like to set their own hours and work from anywhere, if you know somebody that has a smartphone, which means they can earn money just by referring people to a website, you can text them the website and you're getting paid, even while you're at your normal job, even while you taking care of your babies, you still get paid. Companies like Amazon, Walmart, and Best Buy, they're paying millions out a year in commissions. But the difference is with Nove, instead of earning a few cents to a few dollars, you can get paid thousands of dollars per sale. You ain't got to do no recruiting. This ain't one of them pyramid things. You know, most people listening to this, most people that hear about this would love to be a more value to their community and more value to their family. They just didn't have a place to go they could trust. Those days are over, y'all. Welcome to Nove. You're going to become a true professional. You're going to learn at your own pace, all kinds of marketing videos in English and Spanish. I mean, it's just a phenomenal thing that we have created, and you even get paid off every bit of it. So let's take the personal credit play. You make $100 each time. Come on now. Come on now. $100 for doing something you would do for free. Think about it. If you knew somewhere where they could do risk-free credit repair, you would tell them about that for free. Can I get a witness? Well, here you ain't got to do it for free. You get $100 each time, and after you get 5 of the customers, you now don't even have to pay for your own business. You just got a free business. I hope I'm making sense to somebody out there. Y'all like, oh, I know some people that need help with their credit. Believe me. Right. We all do. And you know the ones that mostly need help? The ones that don't look like they need help. Here in Atlanta, Georgia, people specialize in looking like they got it when they really don't. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. Listen, I'm just telling you the truth. I hope I ain't in the wrong place to be real. With business credit, you're getting $500 per referral. With the funding and lending, you're making up to 4% off each loan. Think about that. So if somebody gets $500,000, you just made $20,000. I'm gonna let you do the math of what that brother makes if that $30 million loan goes. Are y'all starting to see why we one of the fastest growing companies in America yet? You get paid hand over fist just helping people out. I love the debt help program we were talking about because you're making 1% of your total enrolled debt. So let's just say you do $500,000 in a month in enrolled debt. Now, what's enrolled debt? That means they got $40,000 in debt, but check it out. We got them down to $20,000. Well, you get $40,000 added to your total, not the 20. So if you do that 20 times, right, that's $1 million. You just made $10,000. Plus, you're getting volume from other people you bring in. You might have a family member that wants to help out. You might have a cousin that wants to help out. You're getting paid off of them, and the program is free. If they have more than $7,500 in debt, they just go to your website, get enrolled for free, and you get paid. Man, y'all, I don't see y'all bouncing in y'all seats yet. I'm telling you, this thing is mind-blowing. It changed my life. It changed Jamal's life. It's going to change some of y'all's life that's listening to me right now. If you bring in other people and put them on, next thing you know, Greg and Jamal will be doing the same thing for you guys. All you do is enroll and then do one of these, invite your family and friends. I tell them all the time, I know all your friends don't want to start a business, but if you was opening a sushi restaurant, do all your friends eat sushi? Of course not. But you would still tell them you opening a sushi restaurant. Why? Because they might know somebody who eats sushi and they want you to win. These are your friends. They don't want your restaurant to go out of business. So they come to your grand opening so they can figure out what kind of sushi you serve and go and tell everybody else about it. Even if they don't want the sushi, they're going to help you succeed. And that is the concept behind this. Check it out. You're getting paid 5 times a month. You get paid every Friday, and then you get paid on the 15th of every month. Sometimes the 15th falls on a Friday. What kind of day you think that is? And the whole beauty is you don't have to change nothing you do. Keep doing exactly what you do now. Don't change a thing. Keep on referring and recommending things you like, just like you do your favorite Netflix show, just like you do your favorite music artist when they drop something new on the platforms. You're not changing a thing about you, your personality, or the way you roll. You already like helping people. But now you're going to earn 5 extra checks a month for doing just that. Check it out. If I help 3 affiliates get started, look what I just did. If I help 5 affiliates get started, look what I just did. Right? If I help 81 between me and my team get started, look what I just did. Point I'm making is you can make some really serious money off this thing. And sometimes I don't even talk about the big money because a lot of lives would get changed with an extra $500 a month. Y'all hear me? I'm talking about just an extra couple $100 a month would change some people's lives. Yeah, they'll start paying for your car. You know, Mr. Flono was just telling you how I, just got this Bentley truck. I used to have roaches so big that I called them tree bugs, y'all. And I did that because I didn't want them to go back and tell their mama. I don't know if any of y'all divorced, but your ex-spouse be hating and stuff. I didn't want them to go tell their mama that daddy had these big flying roaches and whatnot. And so I told them they was called tree bugs. Anyway, now when they come to my house, like my daughter's like, your house is like a museum. Or when I dropped them off at school, they was like, yo, we feel like movie stars. I want you to have that same experience with your family. I want you to have that same experience with your children. But your job ain't going to provide it for you. Your job got no way for you to do it. It's like that story about the boss puts his arm around a new employee. They're looking out at the parking lot. He like, hey, son, you see that Corvette out there? He like, yeah, if you work really hard, next year I could get me a newer one. Sad but true. Here, you're going to get your own Corvette. You're going to get your own BMW. And you get to train with us. We got a yacht party coming up in August. I'm going to tell y'all about that in a minute. You get to learn as you earn, man. So I hope you guys are really excited about this. Here's a yacht party I was talking about. It's a men's event and it's a women's event at the same exact time, y'all. So the men are going to be in one room talking about, like, I need to talk about the fact that I'm fighting to not have a deep dislike for my ex-wife because of the years she robbed from me with my children. I got to talk to somebody about that. I'm in therapy and stuff, but sometimes you share this around a bunch of other men and you don't feel alone no more. Don't get me started on what the ladies be going through, trying to make it in this crazy world. So we got a men's event going on in one room, a women's event going on in the other room, and then the therapists are going to switch rooms. And then we doing an all-white yacht party, y'all. I mean, you got to love it. So that's all for me, man. You can join as a basic affiliate, which is only $199 and $49 a month. That's a tax refund. That means you get it all back on your taxes, y'all. So don't even worry. That allows you to do everything. You get your own website. You get to offer everything we get. Everything we offer, you're able to get paid off everything we talked about today. Real easy breezy, $199 and $49 a month. Or you can do what we call the Affiliate Pro, which is $349 to get started, $99 a month. All right. And either way, once you got 5 personal credit customers, you have a free business. So that's a beautiful thing. The difference is with the $349, I can also do what Greg is doing right now. I can begin to build my team. I can start to have me an empire where I got a couple buddies in Chicago. I got a couple buddies in Jacksonville. I got a couple buddies in Mississippi. I got a couple buddies in DC. I got a couple buddies in Nevada. I got a couple buddies in California. Next thing you know, I don't never need a hotel nowhere I go because I got teammates everywhere. I got family. So I love this stuff, man. It's all tax deductible when you get started. And don't forget, it's free at the moment you have 5 personal credit customers. It's all tax deductible. I talked about that a little bit. And there's really only 3 different people that are watching this thing. You can even co-brand with us. That's really cool. So I love that as well. But check it out, man. This FinTech thing changed my life. And there's only 3 different types of people that are watching this right now. And my favorite type is going to be saying things like, man, this industry gave me my time back. That's how me and Jamal sound. Some of y'all are going to be saying, with more income, it's so much easier to pay off debt. Some of y'all are going to be like, yo, I can finally start investing, right? I don't have to worry about what I'm going to keep out this check that I really need to spend this whole check to get groceries. I need to spend this whole check to keep gas in my car. I need to spend this whole check to keep the lights on. Well, now all of a sudden life is going to be different. Having more time to spend with family feels amazing. Destination list, bucket list. Now we're doing some traveling, right? I feel more secure knowing that I'm recession proof. It's a beautiful thing. Kim Connor joined. I still remember when I talked to her. She was getting fired the same day I talked to her, y'all. She went from being able to save her home from foreclosure to now she got rental properties. Now she's paying for her daughter's CNA education. She's got multiple rental cars that she's doing through Turo. This is all from Nove, y'all. Joanna, she was previously a 6-figure earner in corporate America, but her credit was messed up because of a previous bankruptcy. She was working at a restaurant. Every time somebody would pull up in a nice car, she would say, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? She didn't feel appreciated. She was driving over 500 miles every week. She needed a change. So when she found Nove, and now all of a sudden, she's got incredible credit. She drives a beautiful car. She's got a beautiful family. And all she did was follow the system. I mean, you got to love it. What about Jamal Flono? He just told you his story, loading planes. He ain't looked back at a job since. Who's going to be next, y'all? My man, Earl Fanbro out of North Carolina. And he was like, my spouse and I lack financial literacy. We lacked a plan for home ownership. But just because somebody followed up with him, their whole life changed. 6 months later, they were homeowners. Which one of y'all going to say something like that? I love that because our purpose is closing a wealth gap by closing the ownership gap. The middle class is falling behind, y'all. And it's because we be renting these damn apartments. You know how much you got to rent? You know how many rent payments you got to make to own that apartment? Some of y'all will get that later. All right, Keisha Palmer, right? Speaking of renting versus buying, single mother of a teenage son. Her son got murdered out the clear blue, right? But now she's a 6-figure international real estate agent. And it's all due to Nove. She's been able to help more people, close more deals, earn additional income while teaching other agents to follow the same system. What about Wilfred Osario? More than 32 years of business ownership in DC, 25 years of telecommunications experience, owned his own insurance agency. But when he looked at Nove, he saw how he could help his clients with all these additional services. I'm trying to tell you, this could be you. There's only 3 types of people. 1 is like, yo, I found a service I need. If that's you, throw a 1 in the chat. 2 is, yo, I want to do that co-brand thing you showed briefly, or I want to be a consultant. Maybe I'll start with a consultant and then get a co-brand. Put a number 2. Or number 3 is, I'm still considering, but you know what, Greg? Tell me what to put up on my social media, and I'm going to share your information. Please text message a 1, a 2, or a 3 to your inviter right now, please. You don't even have to put it in the chat if you don't want to. I mean, if you want to be loud and proud, you can. Now. I see we got some 3s. My man Quay is a 3. He's still considering it. Everybody else can kind of text message that to Greg. And yeah, man, my name is Haziq Ali. I say make your next move the best move. You know, if you decide to come on in and you do that number 2, all you do is click entrepreneurship, then you'll click the affiliate program right there. You see that lit up? Takes like 5 minutes, y'all. Select your package. Okay. I suggest go with the Pro. Enter your info and your payment details. 2 minutes later, man, welcome to Nove. You've never seen more beautiful people. You get to hang out with us everywhere. We always going to some beach or some yacht. You know, so many, beautiful ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you're just going to have a ball. I really appreciate everybody making it here tonight. You know, thanks for taking out some time for yourself. And I'm going to see you at the top. Well, I'm going to see you from the top. Because I ain't coming back down. Love y'all. I'm going to let Greg and Jamal kind of kick it with y'all. They'll tell you how, oh, you're so welcome, Tilly. You're so welcome. I appreciate you being here, Queen. I hope you got something out of it. And make sure y'all send those text messages to Greg. Greg and Jamal will kind of answer questions. I went over a little bit of my time. Yeah, you can join at any time, Blake. You can join at any time. Make sure you text Greg, because if you're not going to join now, just help him promote his sushi restaurant, man. You know, it ain't no love lost. Look, even when you get rich, now think about this. Even when you get rich, Blake, even when you get rich, Rosa, somebody's still going to need to what? Make you a sandwich. That's right. You got to think about it. Everybody can't get rich. Or who going to wash your rims off? You know what I mean? Think about that. All right, love y'all. I'm going to be out of here right now. But I appreciate everybody for being here. And God bless you, man. Good night. All right, Jamal, I just made you the host. You and Greg can take it away. I can't hear you, bro. You on mute.
Yeah, I realized that. All right.